Hey everybody, and welcome back to Omni Griffin Plays Rogue Legacy, or Omni Legacy if you prefer. It's been a pretty decent while since I put out a Rogue Legacy video, and the reason for that is with the release of FTL, the Advanced Edition, I got really into playing that and actually managed to build up a backlog that's pretty darn long, and so that's what I've been putting out for you guys, as I've been pretty darn busy moving, actually, believe it or not. I am moving not too far, only a 20-minute drive or so, but getting out of this apartment and some bigger space is going to be really nice. And hopefully after that's all done, I will be able to get another good variety of videos back out. But since Rogue Legacy videos are pretty short and still a lot of fun, I thought that I would start creating a little bit of a backlog of these instead. So now that we've kind of caught up, let's see where we were, since it's been a little while. We are playing as Sir Useless II. He is a Lich King, which means that he has HP conversion as his special. And we're going to start with, well, I don't actually quite remember what all our spells are, so let's just get into this and see what happens. Okay. That's right. Well, we've got some new... Just get a look at him so that she stops having that exclamation point over her head. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. Remember, if you remember, we are trying to defeat Alexander, who is the boss of the forests. And I am going to be hella rusty at this, but hopefully you guys won't notice too badly. Alright. Homing missiles. Too bad they don't home quite enough. Well, that's taken care of. Let's collect this money. Just kind of jumping up and down. I should probably just... There we go. Once again, I'm going to clean out the castle as much as I can. And the reason for that is to get as much gold as I possibly can. Oh, and it... Okay, so, you may or may not remember from the look here, but right now we are just dealing with these guys, which aren't terrible. They bounce around and they do a good bit of damage, and they stop once they hit you or a certain number of enemies. But this is Crowstorm, so that actually replaces our spell. And Crowstorm is actually the spell that I prefer against Alexander, and that is for the very simple reason that it actually targets. And it will launch as many crows as it can. There is a cap. I'm pretty sure there's a cap. But it is like 9. So it launches those crows. Oh, the objective is no fighting, and... Oopsie. I feel like there's something worthwhile here, but at the same time, I don't see it. Yeah, there was a fairy chest in that room, and the objective was no fighting. So once again, we have our alternate version of the first boss. I gotta stop doing it. Luckily I can at least use that. That's a fake painting, isn't it? I guess not. I think it would have attacked me at that point. I am not yet good enough. Ah, darn it. I'm not yet good enough to beat that boss. One of these days I will take a random episode and there will be very obvious video editing done to it, and then later on I'll hopefully release a video of me beating it, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is. And that was just really bad. I lost my double jump there. So I've taken a good bit of damage. I will take the drumstick from there. Now if you remember, we have to keep an eye on when I stop gaining mana from kills. And that's my first cue to convert my hit points over. All that for a treasure chest with 300 gold in it. Alright, so we look at our map. We actually do have another door all the way over there. So let's see if I can do this without taking as much damage as I did before. Because I'm silly and forgetful and should have paid attention. So this is our teleport. I will take that and this We're actually going to teleport just all the way back to the start, so that I don't have to go back through that spike room. It'll save us a little bit of time, I also believe. If I manage to lose health, I'll be really sad if I do it in the interim. Alright. Destroy some furniture. I'm pretty sure I can get a rather large amount of mana here, and that's what I'm hoping for. There's at least one fake painting, and yeah, they're both fake. Oh, and I one-shot him. That's convenient. Still getting hit points. Yeah, I realized earlier I was able to just use Crowstorm right here and just watch how many things died. Yes, earlier I said gaining mana. I actually meant gaining health. Because you gain maximum health. We got a curse rune for bracers. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head which one that is. I believe that one is, though, when you get hit, stuff happens. Unfortunately, I could not swing my sword fast enough. In the end, though, we don't have to worry. As long as I don't take over half my health and damage when I convert down, I will be at full health. As you keep your HP value. Take no damage. This is probably worth the investment. I made a mistake. I don't nearly have the mana required to clear that room. But when I do, maybe I'll go back. Unfortunately, I do not have a way to regain mana except for mana potions. Actually, I think I might get one regen per enemy. Yes, I do. That's for my vampirism. Actually, it's not vampirism, it's the opposite of vampirism that I have in my runes. Yeah, that means I will slowly get back up. But it also means that's actually pretty nice and effective, because when you launch Crowstorm, it always costs the same amount of mana, no matter how many crows it actually launches. And that means that if you get 1 mana back from everything you kill, if you launch 9 crows and it kills 9 things, effectively those crows are 9 mana cheaper. And if you were to have something, if it was 9, if 9 is the limit, let's say it's 10, just because 10 is convenient. Okay, I really feel... Okay, we stopped gaining HP, so I converted real fast before I killed the next enemy. And now we have 198 mana. Which means we should use that to go clear out this room. Oopsie. I did a bad thing. Huh. Interesting. We switched back to these. That's rather unfortunate. I'm not sure why I did that. I guess we only get it for so long. Very often I don't end up switching spells because I pick characters that I like their spells. So I guess there's actually a use limit on that. That's rather unfortunate. Now for the ultimate question. Whether or not I should pray to that statue, because if we get that Curse of Sonic thing, I'm gonna hate my life. No, we get Hermes boots, which should allow us to walk on spikes. Haha! Check it out. That's awesome. I believe the ones above our head can still hurt us, however. Alright, so we've only got 2 ways to go. I could try and take no damage, and those 4 spikes will still hurt us. You know what? I don't have enough health. If I get a lot of health, or before I convert, maybe I'll try it. But one of those hits could be almost run-ending. very precise here. And then hate the game because it's a troll. Alright, let's get going here. I didn't need that, but I took it anyway. So, many of you know that I absolutely hate those green guys. Gotcha. I saw it beneath me and my brain went, what's that? And unfortunately, did not remember quite fast enough. The dodges. The dodges there were real. That one, however, was not. Gotcha. Vampirism is serving us very well. We are healing up relatively quickly, despite the fact that I've taken some pretty stupid damage. I could make it across this by myself. Oh, please don't be the mini-boss. It is not. I have already explained that one. Wow, that was bad. I am concentrating on not taking damage here because I do not have very much HP. I have slowly been gaining some, but it's definitely still not the greatest. I want to try and hit that plant from below. And I can. That was really close. Break everything. Well, let's just try the door walks in right here. Alright, so this is a take no damage. And it's one that might not be possible, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is a paladin one. If you are a paladin and can just hit Y and use your impenetrable shield that just costs mana, well, as long as you have mana, that's how you have to do that one. It's way too long for anybody else to not take damage. I suppose it could also be an assassin, since they have the ability to turn into a cloud. That's their special ability. I always forget about them because I very rarely tend to be them. Now, I didn't watch when we were maxing out on HP last time. I need to get out of here. That was not enough. That, however, was. You will die. Or I will die. We're going backwards, that's why I was having a little bit of trouble with that. But now we're doing okay. Alright, we got a good bit of golds that we're sitting on right here. I could try and run and get a little bit further ahead, but I do not feel brave right now. Not with only 2 hits of this will basically kill us. Slow and steady. There's a lot of stuff going on in that room, and there are 2 chests as well. You can see them on the map. I'd like to build up a little bit of health just in case some stuff goes horribly awry. This is one time that getting behind him is very useful. Gotta be very wary of that bone. I swung my sword at the perfect time to dodge the one slime and then mucked up the other one. It's good to keep an eye on the bone thrower because that one will fall through on me. Alright. Just took some time, but overall it wasn't that dangerous. We were slowly running out of forest as well. Because now remember, not only do I have to convert to mana health, I also have to get back up to the maximum health that it will allow me to have. So far, so good. This room was relatively painless. Definitely took some hits that I don't want, but my first conversion, or my next conversion, I should say, would be my second and a half since I accidentally converted when I had barely gained any more HP. I keep watching other parts of the map, and I'm not noticing whether or not I'm getting HP from these kills. I am not. Oh, so we are actually at the maximum right now. So that means we're not only at maximum health, but we're also at maximum mana. So that's both good and bad, in that all I have to do now is just survive. I need to try and get back up to full health and find the last boss. Now, I don't remember what fairy chest... Oh, that was the do not take damage fairy chest. My goal is to find... Oh my controller is complaining about how its battery charge is low and it distracted me. I'm going to wait on that mini-boss as much as I would like to kill it now. Unfortunately, that really cost me. And I honestly don't remember if I have any batteries. I really hope this Let's Play is not cut short. I do not want to have to deal with those guys. Go ahead, shoot at me. You I'm worried about. Come on, jump. I know you're smart enough. Gotcha. Alright. Now I just have to hope for health, or that there are enough enemies I can kill without taking damage. Because I'm getting 3 hit points each time, but that's still translating out to a little bit over 20 enemies. A little bit over 20 enemies that I have to kill without taking damage before finding the boss. This is actually a full health. It's not a full health, actually. It's a pretty good heal, though. I hate you, game. I hate you so goddamn much. Alright, so we're leaving this without any money. I just have to presume this is true, because we're going to get beaten to hell during the boss, and we're going to lose a ton of coins. So the 7,000 money is nice, but it ain't gonna last. Every time I get hit, I'm gonna drop way too much. Alright. I'm less worried about getting to maximum health now because we've got that font. All I have to do is remember it, and we should be fine. But I am going to wait until I find the boss to use it. So that way, hopefully, I can get back to the boss safely. That was the room we started in. That for some reason I didn't take... Oh. And that's what I'm talking about. We dropped so much money. And we're probably not going to be able to get it because these guys are in like the most annoying place possible. Alright, we did get it all back, luckily. Unfortunately, that's more work that I have to do. More work every single time I get hit. And it is every single time I get hit. I can't get those back. It is impossible for me to get that money back. This is just the game's way of trolling you, is giving you that. I knew I shouldn't have. But we found it. So let's pick up some money. I am not at all going to focus myself at getting money during the boss fight. It will be the last thing on my mind. I'm probably just going to get to that font and come right back here, because I've basically already been doomed to getting no money this round, and clearing out extra rooms isn't going to get us more mana or hit points, so there's no point in doing so. So yes, we do get fully healed. I'm pretty sure the money won't disappear until I leave the room, so I could have just walked under that. But I decided to jump because I'm suicidal. Alright, let's do it! And hopefully my battery won't die in the middle of this fight. Why, hello, Alexander. We meet again. Yet to be damaged. I'm gonna leave that meat there. This place is literally going to be littered with money. Oh, I have Crowstorm again. For whatever reason. I am not sure what's going on when it comes to this. Why sometimes it's Crowstorm and sometimes it is not, but so far I seem to be doing pretty good. And obviously it can't be all that much money, as it just feels like a lot of money. I am out of mana, however. And we have defeated Alexander! Brutally, in fact. So let's go collect all this money. What this does mean, however, is that I now get to clear the rest of the forest. Sweet, so I get a max HP increase, a strength increase, and a magic damage increased. Or an int, whichever you prefer. But more importantly, we start a new seal. We have gotten a new seal in the castle. Alright. That is the path you absolutely have to follow. It is the easiest path to follow. But the reason why you have to follow it is because you have to backtrack across your path. I suppose you could jump and do it that way first. I am doing stupid things. For a little value. If I get hit during this, I'm gonna hate my life. Okay, don't know how I managed to avoid that. The thing would have just been that if I'd gotten hit, I would have left more money down there than I actually found. So, we actually have cleared out the entire forest. That's no joke, we cleared out the entire forest. There is that mini-boss we should go fight. We should go do that. I honestly kind of hope it kills me because I don't want to be cursed by this damn Sonic thing. And I've got Crowstorm again. Oh gosh, well, and I've got no mana. The chances of me making it... Alright. I did that just to reset the eyes there, so that I can hopefully get there. The level of precision on that can't be nearly what it looks like, because I'm not that good at this game. It may look like I'm landing that perfectly, but I really am not. This isn't exactly a mini-boss, as there was no pomp and circumstance to his appearance, and he didn't drop a giant chest. But he kind of was. He's one of the more difficult versions. Yeah, I think he is the difficult version of that. I mean, we're still gonna make decent money, but it's just annoying to be just littering coins everywhere. I do believe that at this point it is faster for me to just get back to the teleport. So now we basically have one option, and that is to go up into the Maya, which is right here. Going up into the Maya is the next level that we're going to have to go to. Now, I don't think that we are just yet ready for this. If you notice, we're not doing very much damage. But the other thing to note is that when it comes right down to it, we're not really playing a character that's meant to go toe-to-toe. I'll probably go back to being a barbarian to clear out most of this. Not quite sure how we actually managed to breach that gap the first time. If you'll notice, we got a music shift. I do enjoy this music. I almost eked my way in there. I saw those spikes and totally forgot about them. Yep, for 15 gold, I risked getting hit again. Ooh, that was close. Always remember your dashes if you've got them, and I suggest having them. Gotcha. Take no damage. The awesome part about Crowstorm, right there. There's one left alive. And that's because we threw as many crows as we possibly could. If you want to take the time and go pause it, and count how many that is. Wow, we have already found the boss. I'm trying to remember what this boss is. I think I remember. And I think the answer is bad. This is a mini-boss. Do I think we can take the mini-boss? We can take anyone. Gotcha. So many swings of the sword to kill. So much risk, not that much reward. I mean, every little bit counts, considering that at this point, the goal is just to collect money. Anywhere where there are spikes on the ground, though, you have to seriously consider the risk-reward, because anything that lands on the spikes, you absolutely cannot get. Absolutely cannot get. It's not like a you shouldn't go get it, it's if you try and go get it, you'll just end up dropping more money on the spikes, which if you then proceed. Oh my. I vested myself in this room by spilling coins everywhere. In that regard, it does its job very well, that obnoxious trinket. It makes you play the rooms you enter, or take damage in. The second you are vested, second you get hit, you are vested in the room. Because who wants to leave any of their money? Even if it was an insignificant amount of money, that insatiable desire to collect all the loot that I'm pretty sure is relatively inherent with people who enjoy these games. Yeah, it kind of becomes like that. And we've done a good bit of exploring. This should be a dead end. Ninjas. Ninja stars. I will get you. You will be defeated. I may not be a ninja, but I can defeat you! That is a mimic! No! Wow, that's really annoying. Remember, everybody, when you reach the Maya, start swinging at chests. Because they're not all chests. Just think about that in like real life context and how absolutely terrifying that would be if mimics actually existed. Honestly, oh, you're ice. I was gonna say, honestly, I don't even remember what you are. Nice. I killed him when his thing was in the wall, which meant it just disappears rather than bounce around forever like that other one. Let's see where those trajectories are going. Usually if you get right up in their face, there's not much they can do about it. Stop being in the walls, it's cheating. Ah. That is a fake painting. A Doom Trit. Starting to get pretty darn low on health. Yep, we are one hit away. I would, as much as I said I would like to die, I didn't actually mean it. Sir Useless II, who was in fact not useless, as the giant skull of Alexander will eventually show up and tell us. Yes. Sir Useless II has been slain by a Doomtrit. And that's that. Actually, really good for the first run in after a decent hiatus. I will call that a pretty good victory. So, honestly, I don't know what we're going for in our next boss. I think we're going to want the next class that we haven't unlocked yet to defeat it. If I remember correctly, as I think it's just like an all-flying battle, and it's really hard to do if that's not what you're doing. But, since we don't have the ability, I would like a barbarian or... Wow. This is not what I wanted. You know what? I have not taken this tunnel vision thing, so I kind of want to try it. Let's try it. I don't care. We'll give it a shot. Alright, so now we have to do the thing that I haven't done in a while, and that's upgrade stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure we can actually afford our last upgrade here, so I'm going to take it. Even if we can't quite afford up here, which we actually can. We have unlocked the new class, Dragons. You cannot jump, but you have unlimited flight, and you can cast fireballs at our foes. Actually a really sweet upgrade. And that'll allow us to get those in the future. Now, where can we spend this 1900? That will be useful. I think it's time to get some crit damage increase here. We managed to get that pretty darn efficiently. Or sorry, some crit chance. With a larger crit chance, we will open up using assassins as a much more viable strategy, as they rely on increased crit damage. So if you max these two out, you'll be absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely 100% ridiculous. They will crit all the time and do even more damage. So, it's definitely worth that. So, tunnel vision. I'm not quite sure how that's going to manifest itself. Let's look at all our new runes. There we go. Vault rune. Curse rune. Ah, yes. Curse runes make enemies harder. Right, greater rewards. So actually, it's not a bad thing to use these if you're farming. Because what that means is, if you're trying to get a giant chunk of gold, all you need to do is put on these curse these curse runes, and then run back through the castle. And if you're doing pretty decently, like if you're where we are and are able to go through like the Maya, you could actually clear the normal castle and get significantly more rewards without it being actually any difficult, because you'll probably still be one-shotting a good number of the enemies. Get to the forest, it'll be a little bit harder, maybe a little bit closer to the Maya, but you'll still probably be able to deal with it. And yeah, if you get to the Maya, it'll be really, really hard, but you'll have a ton of gold at that point. So, that's it for this run. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We did finally manage to beat the boss of the forest, which, as I said, after a hiatus and being probably a little rusty, I'm actually pretty impressed, to be honest. But hopefully I will be getting more of these Rogue Legacy videos out, and we won't have such a long hiatus, which means that hopefully I will be able to just burn through everything. But yeah, until next time, see you guys later.